Hey to YouTube, what's going on? It's the Sluminator here. We've got a deck profile for you guys today. This is my new updated Disaster Dragon build. It's been testing really well. The deck's been really consistent lately. I changed it up a lot from what it's been for the past little while. It's been playtesting amazing. I went undefeated at locals the other night. I faced 2 plant matchups, a Ratbox matchup that I got the Paradon against. And I got, my last round was Twilight. So everything has been testing amazing. My side deck, I'm really happy about. I finally feel good with it. I might make a couple more changes, but for right now, it's pretty good. So let's get into the profile. We'll start off. Obviously, you play triple Kawaki. Card's amazing. Triple Darkness Metal, such a good beater. Triple Wyvern. I was doing 2, but decided to bump it back up to 3, especially for the Future Fusion dump. And Darkness Metal, it's better. It's just more removal fodder. Triple Mass Dragon searches out these 2 guys right here. One of each is plenty. Putting in more is just unnecessary, and especially that it can be searched by Mass Dragon is just a plus. Exploder, just for those random matchups that, like Shining, Christia, it's just a good answer to those. And whatever you don't need it against, what you're facing, just remove it for Darkness Metal. Normally I never try to remove Delta Flyer for Darkness Metal. It's the only tuner, it's one of the only tuners in the deck. The only good one in the deck. I mean, 2 effect failures, but, you never want to, I mean, they're tuners, but you never really want to use them unless necessary. So, but Delta Flyer. Also, for the anti-meta part of the build, double Veiler, double Thunder King, and 1 Gorz. Gorz is awesome. I love it in this deck. I don't play Call of the Haunted, I don't play Starlight Road, and all the backers that I play can, I can really just easily, use and get rid of, so I don't have to worry about, not being able to play it at all. But really good, especially right now. It's good to draw out the warning, especially with my playstyle, the way that I've been playing. It's been doing very well playtesting. Onto the spells. Obviously, 1 Future Fusion, 1 Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Mind Control. These are the basic staples. Mind Control is amazing now with Exceeds out, especially in this deck. I don't play Book. I feel like Mind Control is more viable. I've been debating on taking out Heavy Storm because it's more dead than playable, because everyone plays Starlight Road, or they're only play like 1 or 2 back row at a time. It's not really worth hitting it, so it's more dead than playable, but I've been thinking about it, so that's the thoughts on that. Double MST, just get rid of the back row for Future Fusion, just in case. So MST, obviously, for obvious reasons. 2 Gold Sark. I've changed my play style to really be able to play this card. What I did is, since, it's a dead draw if you draw into it late game, I've never been a Gold Sark fan, especially in this deck. But after the Dino Rabbit started playing it, I really tried to make it work in this deck, and it's been working pretty well. So I'm going to continue to play it, and the way that I play now is I try to maintain hand advantage and, just be able to have an answer or keep an answer to anything. So Gold Sark's been, actually playable, and even if I top deck at late game, I'll have a couple cards in hand, so I'll be able to get that Future Fusion and be able to hold out for those couple of turns to be able to get it. So, double Gold Sark, and for consistency, obviously 3-Body Duality. This card is amazing. You need 3 in this deck. You can't play it without 3. Onto the traps, we got Double Warning. I've been debating between a lot of cards to run. Call the Haunted was the card that I was running for a while. It's an amazing chain. If they go to Special Summon a Light or Dark, bring back Kawaki, Call the Haunted it, or Thunder King, whichever one. But I really feel like 2 D-Prison right now is a lot more helpful. So I've been running double D-Prison instead of double Call the Haunted. 1 Bottomless. I'm actually tempted to take it out for a compulsory evacuation device. Just because, I don't know, Bottomless, I'm not saying is useless. It's an amazing card, but right now I just find it more dead. I just find it more dead than anything else. So I've been thinking about taking it out for a Compulse, or possibly the Mirror Force for a Compulse. Just because, I already have 2 D-Prison, so I'm not really too sure yet of what I'm going to do. But So those are what I got in there. And Torrential, Judgment, Dust Shoot, the obvious staples of the deck. So that's the main. It's been playtesting really well. I faced 2 plant matchups that I just shit on with Kawaki Miru Drago. They couldn't go for Formula, Armory Arm, Library, and Catastor, and I just won basically because of that. And after siding in games 2 and 3, Rivalry of Warlords, that just was amazing. And for the side, we got 1 Prime for the Chainburn matchup. Since Chainburn top 16 in Brighton, a lot of people are going to be trying to play it now. So the 1 Prime just makes it so it's just good game. 2 Fossil Dyna. Good for decks that just special summon a lot. Double Cyber Dragon for a lot of stuff. 3rd MST, just in case I face Gravekeepers. Gravekeepers doesn't really... it's not good to this deck. This deck does not fare well against Gravekeepers. So you need that 1 MST to be able to pop Necro Valley along with the others. Double Lance is amazing to side against TG. Any decks that play a lot of big beaters, like Gravekeepers or like Heroes. Just to get over those 1900 beaters, Lance is really good. It's amazing against TGs because they play such a heavy back row, and it hits the horn of the Phantom Beast. So that's why I play 2. Double Leeching the Light for the HM matchups, the Lightsworn matchups, whatever. Double Shadow Imprisoning against the Infernities, the Dark Worlds, obviously. I'm tempted to put in Gemini Imps. I'm not really too sure what I would even take out. The only reason that I'm playing 2 Leeching the Lights and 2 Lance and 2 Fossil Dyna is just better chances of drawing into it after siding it. That's why I usually play almost 2 of everything, is just to be able to get into it when you side it. Because you want to be able to see it in those, when you side games 2 and 3. And then last but not least, triple Rivalry of Warlords. This card is amazing right now. It shuts down everything, and I played this card over a lot of other things because it shuts it down more than any other card in a side deck would. And the fact that it's continuous. I mean, sure, people are running around with, triple MST, and they'll side it in because they know that, dragons are really heavy. Normally what I do game 2 is I try to survive without this card, or I'll side in 1. And then they'll see that, oh, he took out most of his back row game 2. I'm going to side out all my MSTs. I side in 3 of these, and I side in some other stuff. And then, I'll go game 3, and then they don't have an MST to be able to get rid of this. And if they somehow manage to pop it, I'll just drop another one normally. So it's just so good. And I love Rivalry. It's my favorite card. So that is the deck, guys. Like I said, it's been playtesting really, really well. I haven't really been losing to much of anything. Even decks that I'm just playtesting against, it's doing phenomenal. The double Gold Sark for the Future Fusion has been key. It's been key right now. I don't think I'm going to change that at all. Gold Sark has not been dead for me. It's been really, really helpful. Like I said, my different play style that I've been doing really helps. So I'm really excited to take it to the regionals we got coming up in February, I think. February or March at our locals. I really think the deck can do really well, so I'm pretty excited. In Brighton, shout out to Kim Just Jensen. I'm really sorry. I looked inside. I think you came in 51st. I mean, normally when he plays, he does a lot better. But I've been wanting to get in contact with him, kind of see what he sided, see what he see what he played in his main, what the differences are. As you guys see, I don't play Max C. It's not that I'm a Max C hater. I don't hate Max C. I think it's a great card, but I feel like, drawing into, the reason you play Max C is to draw into your Gores or to draw into your, your Effect Veilers or whatever. But I feel that just, having those cards in there already, and I feel like in my deck, I just feel just for Dragons, Max C kind of takes away from the advantageous part of what the deck's supposed to do. So I don't feel that Max C really works in the deck. So that's why I don't play it. I mean, I would love to be able to, but I just don't think it works with the deck. So, But, all right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you could leave me some comments, some feedback, give me some suggestions. I love the suggestions. Please keep them coming. All right, guys. Thanks again. This is Sluminator. I'm signing off. Hope you guys had a good New Year and a good Christmas, and keep in touch, guys. See you.